welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome, welcome. Please stay. And for those of you who are coming back, thank you for coming back. This week, we have a fun topic for this video. So I have asked my social media and just the public in general to send me questions about anything, personal questions, not so personal questions, questions about anything and everything. I will answer them as honestly as I can, I promise. And so I hope you all enjoy it. So if you do enjoy it, please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you think. Let me know what your comments are. Let's start with these questions. So first question is, how old were you when you lost your V card? See, it's starting juicy already. I was 15, so quite young. I was 15. I was in high school, and that's it. That's all. Short answer. Next question. Oh my God. Why do you like black guys so much? So this question is definitely coming from somebody who knows me. It's a personal preference. It's because, and it's not because of what you think, and it's not because of what people generally think. It's just because they have a certain type of swagger that I really like, and the way they carry themselves. So I definitely like their style. So, next question. Do you want to be married? No, I do not want to be married. Not something that I see for myself. I'm just so independent, and it's just hard for me to imagine. It's hard for me to imagine now even living with somebody like a roommate other than my cat. So, you know, I find it hard to believe that I would ever enjoy being married, right? But let's see. Next question. What were all the things that you wanted to become? I wanted to become a lot of things. When I was a kid, I think the very first thing that I wanted to become was a doctor. So I think even before first grade, I was already dressing up to be a doctor. I had toys with the, you know, the stethoscope and the needle and all that stuff. And then I come from a family of nurses, so I never really wanted to be a nurse until I was much older, actually. And I actually studied to become a nurse, but I never did it. I have a little bit of experience acting. I did community theater for 2 years here in Calgary, where I did musical theater. I did 9 to 5, and I did Footloose. And then when I was in high school, I did competition plays, which are you go around the state. I was living in Utah at that time. You go around the state and you compete for either ensemble acting or individual or solo acting. So I did a play both for solo acting and ensemble acting. I did a play by Stud Sturkle called, I believe it was called Working. And then I did a solo play. Now this one I don't remember. I do remember that my particular monologue was called Lamps. It was about this crazy old lady who had all these lamps in her house, and basically she had them turned on all the time, and turning them off meant kind of turning off an aspect of her life. So every time she would turn a lamp off, a part of her would die. And I'm not going to tell you what the end is, but it was definitely, I won awards for that play, I believe. I think I won 2. So it was definitely a really exciting play to be in. I also did, back in Winnipeg, I also did Les Mis, and I played Eponine, and she's my favorite character in Les Mis, so I absolutely love doing it. And at some point, I think I want to keep doing musical theater here in Calgary, maybe just because it's so much fun, but it also takes up a lot of your time. It take up about 4 months of my time every day after work and all day weekends, and it was just it was taking up a lot of my time, and I actually had to stop teaching Zumba for 2 years because I did the community theater. Other than that, I think I wanted to become a teacher at some point. I think I actually got in trouble at school when I was in elementary because I was having a pretend class or something with imaginary students, and why I got in trouble. But anyways, I got in trouble. I got in a lot of trouble when I was a child, so really it's no surprise to me that I would get in trouble for something like that. But gosh, I wanted to become a singer. I wasn't really a good singer, so that probably can't happen. I want to become a dancer, and I do dance. You know, Zumba's a dance class essentially, so I get to do a lot of that. As in elementary, I was part of a dance group, so that took up a lot of my time, much to the chagrin of my parents. I wanted to become a dancer as well, so I wanted to become everything. Yeah. So next question. Oh God, are you a top or bottom kisser? See, I told you these were juicy. Top or bottom kisser? Bottom kisser for sure. So bottom kisser, I don't know, just a preference, I guess. Moving on. What's keeping you busy these days? Work. I am working from home right now. We're probably not gonna be going back into the office until about September or October for the working from home, but that's definitely keeping me busy. I'm hoping to go back to teaching Zumba at the gym when the gyms reopen here in a couple of weeks, so we'll see how that goes. It's been a long time since I've actually taught Zumba classes, and very weird not teaching, so I definitely hope to start that over again. In the meantime, I'm trying to take as many Zumba classes online as I can. So that's keeping me busy. I've been learning Spanish for the past 3 or 4 years. I believe it's like 1,400 something days is my streak on Duolingo. So that's keeping me busy because they have these things called leaderboards where you basically compete with other people to go towards the top of the leaderboard. And I'm on the top category right now. I'm in the diamond category, and so I try to maintain the top 3 every week, if not, you know, the top, which is number 1. So that keeps me busy because I do it first thing in the morning and then at night. So I do an hour and a half at least in the morning, and then I do at least an hour and a half at night. And on Sundays, when they restart the leaderboard, I actually do about 3 to 4 hours on a Sunday night, just because I try to get ahead of the leaderboard, blah, blah, blah. So that's keeping me busy. So summer is here. So I've started paddleboarding again, which I've just started taking up last year, bought my own board, just starting to get used to it. I bought an electric pump this year, hoping to do that a lot more, but I've been going at least a couple of times a week. So that's keeping me busy. With this whole pandemic, there really hasn't been much of going out or anything, which is something that I've always liked doing. I like eating out. I like trying out new restaurants. Hopefully it's actually supposed to be reopening for indoor dining as well, starting, I believe, the 10th of June. It'll definitely be exciting, and I'm hoping to do that with friends. So things that are keeping me busy, I can't really think of anything. Oh yes, of course. I've started these vlogs. I'm taking my YouTube a lot more seriously this time. So I'm actually committing to doing at least 1 video per week for you guys. And you may or may not know about having a YouTube channel is the amount of time that it spends, that is spent on editing the video. Like taking the video itself, you know, you can take it as long as you want, but in editing it takes me at least about 4 to 5 hours to edit a week's video. So it takes a long time. I'm still learning as I go along, but I have heard from other YouTubers, it takes them about the same amount of time to edit their videos. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad I'm not the slowest one. I'm glad I'm not the fastest one. It definitely keeps me busy. I find it a lot harder to think of original ideas or to think about ideas on what to do my vlogs on. You know, hopefully it comes. If you guys have any suggestions, please comment below. And yeah, so just video editing keeps me very busy. I normally assign to do it, and it normally takes me at least half the day, if not all day sometimes. So those are the things that are keeping me busy. Next question. What do you do when you're lonely? You know, I actually don't get lonely, or very rarely do I ever. I consider myself an introverted person, so I'm actually quite satisfied and content with being by myself, just being at home. And I know it, for you guys who know me, it seems like I'm out a lot, you know, before this whole pandemic started, and I'm always out on some kind of event or whatever. And, you know, and most of that was for Zumba, and, you know, that was fun and all, but I also have no problems whatsoever just staying at home, honestly, and watching movies or watching TV or just hanging out with my cat, you know. So I actually never really do get lonely. But in the rare occurrences that I do, I guess I just call my friends or my family, or I text them, or always find something to do. So I'm actually never lonely. Next question. What are your hobbies? Which are just kind of a similar question to the past one. Eating. Food is definitely a big part of my life, and unfortunately it shows. Watching TV, watching movies, reading Flipboard. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's actually like a news kind of a magazine type of app on your phone. I believe both Android and iPhones have it. So you have everything in there, all magazine articles, including news, lifestyle, health, diet, exercise, everything. And you kind of get to choose what you want to read, and I tend to have a lot of them. It's free, so that's basically my reading material most days. That's how I get caught up on the news, even though I have CNN for most of the day on TV. Definitely one of my hobbies. Mentioned Spanish earlier, so that's definitely a hobby. Dancing is a hobby. You know, before the pandemic, definitely dancing at clubs. So yeah, I love dancing. When the gyms were open, I'm a bit of a gym rat, so I did tend to go to the gym a lot. So I'm hoping to start doing that again as soon as it opens. And I guess Zumba is a hobby. It's really more of a passion, I think, but if you need to call it something, I guess it's a hobby, and it's a major part of my life. It always has been. Who's who's my Zumba crush? I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be watching this, so whatever. And so I have to mention who wrote this question. It's actually Helen. So so Helen has been my my Zumba roommate for like the past 2 years or 3 years or whatever it is. So I had a Zumba crush before, and Helen knew it. And so she knew how much problems I have with even just going up to this guy and asking for a picture, which is quite common when you go to the Zumba convention in Florida. It's an annual event, and you get to see all these Zumba celebrities, and you go up and ask them for pictures or whatever. And for some reason, I was having such a hard time going up to this guy. Mind you, I have never had a problem going up to our Zumba founder, Beto Perez, and I could just go up to him, take a picture, nothing, like it was nothing at all. But this guy, man, I could not go up to him. Until finally one day, Helen and I were in line to go somewhere. I think it was to go to the outlet store, and we saw him, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I just need to go up to him. And she had to like push me towards him to actually be able to do it. But unfortunately, or fortunately, he's no longer my Zumba crush. I still do like him. He's cool. I see him on a lot of videos. No, I'm not going to name who it is. But my new crush now is actually Sergey, because he's so cute, and he reminds me of Michael Rappaport, if you guys are familiar with the actor. Yeah, Sergey. And I'm not really sure how to say his name. Pope. Are you in a relationship right now? Yes, but it's complicated. So I don't really know if you call it a relationship. But if you need to have it labeled, then yes. Anyway. Okay, easiest questions ever. Thank God, because these are hard. Fave movie. I probably have too many fave movies, but the one movie that I think I've watched like 5 or 6 times was My Best Friend's Wedding. I watched it, I think, 5 or 6 times in a row in the theater. I cried every single time. So I have to say that's definitely one of my favorite movies, but there's a lot of them. Fave 80s song. So this is the only song that came to my head, and I don't know why. But Ben by Michael Jackson is definitely one of my faves, and I never get sick of listening to it or singing to it. Fave type of music. Dance hall for sure. Dance hall, dance hall, dance hall. Fave vacay spot. Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. Jamaica's pretty much my second home. I've been there. This year is going to be the 7th. Love it there. People are so friendly. It's beautiful. The ocean is 3 kinds of blue every single day. The sunsets are gorgeous, but also Bali. So my mom and I had the pleasure of going to Bali for my birthday in 2019, so right before the pandemic hit. So we were there and it was absolutely beautiful, and I want to go back there someday. And bucket list trip, South America, baby. I would love to go to Argentina. I would love to go to Brazil. I would love to go to Chile. I mean, there's got to be a reason why I'm taking Spanish, right? So I would love to go to these places and just hopefully I'll get to go soon. Okay, I think I have a couple more questions here. Okay, last 2. Who's your fave Zumba roomie? I wonder. It would have to be Helen. Helen is probably the only person who I could even think of who I would love to room with right now. Just because she's so fun and she's so gorgeous. Last question. What's your pet peeves? Pet peeves. I have a lot. Sometimes I'm just like a bitchy old woman who hates everything and everyone. And my friends know this. I try not to be a hater right now and just name simple ones. So pet peeve number 1 is when people flake out on something and they don't have a good reason. Because when I say I'm gonna do something or gonna go somewhere, I commit myself to it. Doesn't matter if I'm sick, unless, you know, I'm like dying in my deathbed or something. But when I do commit to something, I do it. And so, you know, if it's a good reason, it's okay. But if it's just a flaky reason, don't do it. Like, don't waste my time. Don't waste, you know, everybody's time. And I guess my second pet peeve would be anyone who lies to me. And if I catch you, you're out of my life. You're completely out of my life. I have no room for people in my life to be lying to me or to be lying about me. So if I catch you lying, you're out. Like, there's just no reason for me to keep you. So that's probably not a pet peeve as much as something that I really, really, truly despise. So don't do it. So that's the end of it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did enjoy answering these questions. They were fun. A disclaimer, please note that I did try to answer these as honestly as I can. Thank you so much for everyone who sent me questions. I actually didn't think that anyone was going to send me questions. And it's funny because a lot of these questions are from people who I've never even met. And I hope they watch this because otherwise, how are they going to know the answers? Because I'm not going to post the video on social media. I'm not going to post the questions on social media. So it's just going to be on my YouTube channel. So hopefully they all watch it, I guess. See you guys next time. Hopefully you like it enough to click on like smash the like button, and then smash the subscribe button, and make sure you comment, let me know what you guys think, and share if you would like. And I hope to see you next time. Ciao.